Right, let me just nail something from the start, if you pardon the expression here. I had a little complaint on the channel yesterday, and it's not the first time it's cropped up, by the way, so I thought, you know what, let me just deal with it now. And the complaint, I might not get it word for word. I don't particularly want to embarrass the fella by posting the post up here, but it's not the first time it's happened. And it usually goes along the lines of this, which is, just read the bloody West Ham news. This is not what he said exactly, but this is generally how it goes. Just read the bloody West Ham news. Stop arsing around, right? Now, fair enough, fair enough. But I want to put this to bed right now. Arsing around is what we do on this channel. It's literally in the description. If you go to the channel, I might even be able to pop up a graphic or something. It says sort of opinions, news, silliness. There's me making an absolute arse of myself, a picture with a false moustache on. Not this particular false moustache, but a false moustache. I've got a collection of false moustaches, of course. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Basically, it's me making a twat of myself. And that's really... So I'd like to say, I just want to really, for clarification purposes now, we're probably about 70% West Ham news and maybe 30% arsing around. Which is why we maybe talk about Pringles and whether they're crisps or not. Why we discuss whether a Chinese or an Indian takeaway is better. Why we might discuss the merits of having a team full of Dembeles. We might even have a rant about Neymar, which has got nothing to do with West Ham whatsoever. So I kindly said to the gentleman, look, you literally have to... He was saying it annoys me. It's annoying me. You keep doing it. It's annoying me. Which I thought was a bit like me... I'm trying to think. What's annoying me? What annoys me? X Factor. It's a bit like me putting on X Factor thinking, God, this really annoys me. Then it comes the next Saturday thinking, hey, X Factor's on. God, this really annoys me. I mean, literally, just don't press... You have to press a button to watch this crap. So, rather than annoy yourself, don't. There are plenty of... Go to the official site. That is full of West Ham news. On here, we digress a little bit. And with that in mind, and I am going to get to some West Ham news, I've just been to the Turkish barbers. This will really annoy them. So go, leave now, unsubscribe, go. Right. I've just been to the Turkish barbers. Now, I've never been to the Turkish barbers. That's why I'm looking so swish and debonair. Never been to the Turkish barbers before. I feel like I've been assaulted. Honestly, I feel like I've been beaten up. They cut my hair. Obviously cut my hair, which is why I'm looking like Tintin again. The funny thing is, I didn't go in there saying make me look like Tintin. They just sort of must have known what this guy wants, a little quiff at the front. I've obviously carried that demeanour about me, a man that needs a quiff in his hair. Anyway, I got a haircut. He got the cutthroat razor out. I said, whoa, what are you doing? And he said, I'll shave your beard. I said, well, firstly, not really a beard, but I don't particularly want it shaved. I don't like being clean shaven particularly. He said, okay, that's fine. He said, would you like the wax? And I thought, well, I don't know. I presumed he meant hair wax. And he got these hot balls of wax and stuck them up my hooter. I mean, he stuck them up my nose. So if it looks like I've been crying, it's because I've been crying. I think the wax went hard or something. So I had these two rods sticking out my nose. And he ripped them out. Oh, God, honestly. Terrible, by the way. And then he put fire in my ears. I'm not joking. He put fire in my ears. He was wafting this... He's wafting this fire in my ears. Anyway. There you go. That was my story from this morning. And then his mate came over and they started massaging my arms. Right, massaging. And they started pulling my fingers like this. And one on each arm. What's going on? So I'm pressing charges for assault, obviously. That's a joke, by the way. I know. No jokes. No jokes. Anyway, so there you go. Look, I'll be honest with you again. It's meagre pickings. In International Week, it's meagre pickings. I thought I'll either tell you the story about me going to... I was going to say Turkish baths. I don't go to Turkish baths. I'll either tell you the story about the Turkish barbers, or we can discuss whether Connor Cody plays at centre back for England. I mean, come on. We may get to some England stuff, but let's be perfectly honest with you. It's slim pickings. It's International Week. But there is some West Ham tittle-tattle, and I will indulge you in a bit of West Ham tittle-tattle because, hey, look, you know what? It wouldn't be right if I didn't mention it at all. State of them. Anyway, surprised I can see anything. Right. Coufal, I thought he looked a bit suspect in the last game. He's injured. He played injured. He's actually been ruled out of the Czech Republic qualifiers. So, clearly he was carrying a knock. We thought that was the case from the game beforehand. I actually wonder if, because he was crap in the game, and he's just not, he's brilliant, isn't he? He's arguably sort of player of the year sort of thing from last year. He was up there, certainly the top three, in the top three for West Ham players. But I just wonder if, because Fredericks was out, Moyes said, come on, please, can you put in a shift for us, give us one more game? And being the type of guy that he is, which is a battler, I think he just probably said yes. But in hindsight, maybe it might have been wise. Bearing in mind he's injured now anyway and he can't play for the Czech Republic, it might have been the wise thing to do, just to leave him out and play Ben Johnson there. Bearing in mind Ben Johnson was in pretty good form. Then we've been linked with somebody, you've probably heard this, we've just not discussed it on this channel at all. And the guy's name is Weston McKennie, which is a great name. I love Westons. I love them all. I prefer Clint Eastwood. In fact, you probably can't see the poster up there, can you? I've got a Good, the Bad and the Ugly poster just up there. I prefer Clint Eastwood, I've got to say, to John Wayne. Slightly before my time, John Wayne. Mind you, I'm hard. I think Clint Eastwood started making spaghetti westerns in the 60s, so I'm hardly showing that I'm a young spring chicken by saying that. But I don't know how good a Weston McKennie is. He's a USA international, plays for Juventus, and apparently they could look to sell him. Apparently they might want to do a swap with Tottenham for Ndombele, but I've heard it mentioned more than once now that young Weston McKennie, 23 years old, so he is young, might be somebody we might look to get in if Declan moves on to pastures new. We were also linked, if you can just bear with me, we were also linked, and I don't believe this for a second, by the way, not for a single second. We were linked with a defender called Danny Vivian, which is both a man's name and a lady's name, which is like Nikola Vlasic. I think you've got to have both in a player. But anyway, I just don't believe it. I'll tell you why. Okay, Athletic Bilbao, central defender, rumoured to be 34 million quid, and apparently we're heavily interested. I just can't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. I totally get that David Moyes wanted Kurt Zouma or an expensive defender, right? He said that for the first time that he was with us with Marko Arnautovic. He said, look, we don't have a problem scoring goals, we need to bring in a centre-back. He's been itching to spend money on a centre-back since, in both times he's been managing the club. I think to such an extent, when given the opportunity, which was, look, there's whatever, £30-odd million there to spend on one player, £30 million on another. If we say Zouma was 30 and Vlasic was 30, forget about the pence, and And I think probably Moyes thought, well, do you know what? I possibly could go out and just buy a bloody good striker. However, I think we'll muddle through with Antonio. I think we'll use Bowen as backup, and I'd rather take that money and spend big on a central defender. That was clearly what he wanted to do. Do I think he'd then do that again? No. I do think the next big chunk of money is going to be spent on a striker. I really do. So I totally discount that, which is nothing. Look, hey, we say what we discount a transfer rumour. Yeah, don't believe that at all. By the way, couple of other stories. Said Ben Rama as they made some. It was a website called Caught Offside. They made some drama about Said Ben Rama appearing alongside Wissa, who scored the winner against us in the game against Brentford. Why would it be a problem? Ben Rama used to play for Brentford. That's what you meant to do. You meant to lose all previous friendships the moment you sign for a club. Yeah, right. Weird one, really. I just something else I just wanted to say before we go, and it clearly is West Ham news. Nathan Holland's done really, really well on loan. I think he scored a brace and got an assist in his last game, which I think is absolutely magnificent. I do believe this is the last year of Nathan's contract. He's got bundles of talent. He's been But he's not. I was going to say he's not a young man. He's a young man. He's whatever. He's 22, 23, something like that. And he's a very. I've had the pleasure of meeting him. He is a very, very lovely guy, right? And I really wish him all the best. But he's not 18 anymore, so it's really important that he's playing first team football. And he's got all the talent in the world. He's been so unlucky with injury. Really has. In many respects, Nathan should have been Grady D and Garner. Is the truth of the matter. Because he would have got into the team at that point, but he just got injured and Grady got put into the team, and so he missed that opportunity. And there was another opportunity under Moyes when Moyes wanted to play him, because Moyes had heard really good things about him, because Moyes knew all about him from Everton, because obviously Moyes is still in touch with all the Everton youth team coaches and all that sort of thing. But he got injured then as well. He's been really unlucky with injury. Great player, really direct. Great crosser of the ball, travels well with the ball, plays with his head up. There's a lot to admire about Nathan Holland, and I just want him to have a really good professional career, basically. And I'm really, will he come back to West Ham? I don't know. He's in the last year of his contract. I'd love him to play so well on loan that we bring him back and he plays really well for us and he signs a new contract at West Ham and he starts to feature in the West Ham team eventually. I'd love that to happen. Failing that, because it's not gone well for him with injury, I'd absolutely love him to have a really good professional career. So I'm delighted to see him playing, League One, and looking like the best player on the pitch, and so he should, because he's an immensely talented player. Right, that's the end of my silliness. Now I'm gonna go and check my ears and see if there's anything, if my eardrum has been burnt away by a massive furnace or something like that. I'm gonna go and nurse my arms and my shoulders and my fingers after being beaten up. And I will catch up with you all tomorrow, possibly for some more silliness. Definitely a little bit of West Ham tittle-tattle, but there ain't a lot going on. But as I say, Trevor McDonald, I am not.